Thanks, Ron. Thank you all so much for coming out this morning. It's great to be here on the traditional territories of this Nanaimo First Nation and to celebrate really the commencement of construction of a really important part of the healthcare infrastructure for the Central Island, particularly for Nanaimo. Just last month, Kevin Falcon was here and he announced he opened the new $9.4 million renal dialysis unit right here in Nanaimo, which meant that people didn't have to travel nearly as far as they used to have to for renal dialysis. And today, we're here not just to look at these shovels over here, but to tell you that there's going to be a lot more shovels in the ground as we do a $37 million expansion of the Nanaimo Hospital emergency room. This is really about an incredible partnership that's been built up here over the last number of years, and I want to say a special thank you to all of the caregivers, the doctors, the nurses, the administrators here at Nanaimo Regional, and I want to say thank you to Jack Cruitt and all the folks at the Vancouver Island Health Authority. It's very important, I think, to recognize that we wouldn't be able to make nearly as much in the way of investments in our healthcare infrastructure without the partnerships that we've been able to build across the province. And right here in Nanaimo, you know that your emergency room is the busiest emergency room on Vancouver Island. 50,000 people walk through the doors every single year here. And it was really built and designed in 1991 when it first opened to take care of 15,000 people a year. So what we're doing today is we're announcing an expansion that we expect will take care of business and make sure we provide the best possible resources for care here in the Central Island all the way up to 2025. And we expect 100,000 people to use this ER a year by 2025 here in Nanaimo. And they come here because of the excellent quality of service they get, the excellent physicians they have, the excellent nurses, and the excellent care that they get here. When this ER opens in 2012, there will be more than double the space, 41 treatment rooms instead of 24. There will be psychiatric emergency service and psychiatric intensive care unit. There will be dedicated stretcher beds, x-ray room, natural light in all patient and staff areas, and better infection control thanks to the isolation rooms and the decontamination space that's here. It will be built to LEED Gold standards, which are an important part of British Columbia's strategy of making sure we deal with the challenges of climate change, but also making sure that we provide the best quality health care, education, and public facilities possible for the people who live here. There'll be about 270 jobs that will be involved, and it will be a continuing effort to try and make sure that we have the best possible care available to people in the Central Island. I want to close with a special thank you to the Hospital Foundation, who have raised $4 million towards this, and I want to thank Joe and all the folks at the Nanaimo Regional Hospital District for their commitment as well. At the end of the day, the dollars are about providing care to patients. It's about providing a space where people know they can come and get the quality of care that they deserve. It's about providing the physicians, the nurses, and the caregivers with the equipment and facilities that we know that they need to provide the best quality care and to be able to practice their professions in a way that they're proud of. I want to say thanks to everyone again today for being here. Thank you for the work, for the vision, for helping us design this, for helping us come to a way that we can actually build it. And I'm looking forward to being here with you in 2012 when we actually open it. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
On this October 26, 2010, the province is honored to recognize the role of Nanaimo and District Hospital Foundation in the construction of a new $36.9 million emergency department for Nanaimo Regional Hospital. The foundation has supported healthcare excellence in Central Vancouver Island by creating opportunities for donors to advance healthcare since 1977. Much needed dollars raised by the foundation for state-of-the-art equipment, new facilities, and renovations have made a real difference in the healthcare delivery in Central Island communities. The province of British Columbia is most grateful for the hard work of the foundation members and volunteers, as well as the generosity of the community in raising $4 million of the total cost. The new emergency department will benefit thousands of islanders and visitors for years to come. Together, we remain committed to making a positive difference for patients in Central Vancouver Island through community partnerships. Thank you very, very much to all of the members of the foundation, all the donors. Thank you very much.
So first of all, thank you very much for the opportunity to speak today. This really is a very exciting time for Central Vancouver Island, for the hospital, and also for the Nanaimo and District Hospital Foundation. I have the great pleasure today to represent the foundation and, most importantly, our donors who help contribute to this very exciting project. Proof of the Foundation's belief in the emergency expansion is found in our pledge to raise $4 million towards its 2012 completion, and that's close to 11% of the cost of this project. One of the things I enjoy most about working with the Foundation is our role as a conduit between healthcare professionals at NRGH and the public they care for. We are often able to show the public what is needed, what is being done, and the benefit of supporting healthcare in our region. We can also show our healthcare professionals how very much they are appreciated. It's also important to remember that an investment in healthcare facilities is a strategic economic driver for our Central Island communities. You've heard a number of times how fast our community is growing, and this healthcare facility will help attract people to our community. We know it has been 2 long decades since the emergency department had its previous expansion, and although the population has increased by 70%, so we have long outgrown the current facility given the population we serve, and I'm sure Drew will say more about that. To say this department goes above and beyond the call of duty does not do justice to the Herculean effort these professionals put forth on our behalf every day. Providing more space is the very least we can do. One of the most rewarding aspects of the emergency expansion is the addition of the psychiatric emergency services and the psychiatric intensive care. These 2 components will offer a very progressive approach to mental health on Central Island. This will be a multidisciplinary team working 24 hours a day in a comprehensive inpatient and outpatient facility inside the hospital and adjacent to the trauma and triage areas. The Foundation already has had a tremendous response from individuals, service groups, philanthropic foundations, and our dedicated corporate supporters for this exciting project. Each of these groups has shown a keen enthusiasm to such an inclusive endeavor. Regardless of age, gender, or income, emergency medicine is necessary for everyone. So in closing, I'd like to thank the staff of Emergency Services and Nanaimo Mental Health who really understand what the Foundation is trying to achieve and have made themselves available for printed material, donor events, and teaching opportunities. Your dedication and passion are apparent and very appreciated by the Foundation staff, and it's what helps drive our donors to donate to these exciting projects. Most importantly, I would like to extend a heartfelt thank you to our donors for continuing this journey with us. The Foundation exists to support the needs of healthcare on Central Vancouver Island and beyond. It is thanks to the continued support of our donors that we are able to provide essential equipment and services to the public. On behalf of the Nanaimo and District Hospital Foundation Board of Directors and staff, a very special thank you to our donors. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ron. Good morning, podium guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Board of Directors of the Vancouver Island Health Authority and our President CEO, Howard Walder, over here, I'd like to thank you all for joining us today and taking part in the kickoff of construction on this $36.9 million project. One of the top priorities of the Vancouver Island Health Authority has been and continues to be to support and expand this hospital as a regional referral center. This significant emergency department expansion very nicely supports that priority. The Central Island has a rapidly growing population. In fact, our projections show that the Central Island area will have the 2nd largest growth on the entire island by the year 2013. And as our Premier has said, this emergency department is the single busiest Vancouver Island, seeing more than 50,000 patients a year. A far cry from the 15,000 a year that it was designed for. The benefits of the spacious expansion to patients, physicians, and staff will be felt for many years to come. And just last month, as the Premier said, we were all here to celebrate the grand opening of the full-service renal unit. So we feel very fortunate and lucky to have these major projects here in Central Vancouver Island. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our funding partners, the provincial government, and the Nanaimo Regional Hospital District, for their continual support in the improvement of health care for the residents of Central Vancouver Island. And I too would like to thank the Foundation for its continual support. And for their tireless efforts in making significant contributions and suggestions for the improvement of health care on the island. So thank you very much for being with us here today to celebrate the continuing evolution of the Nanaimo Regional General Hospital as a regional referral center. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Ron. Premier Campbell, this is a really special day, and I'm very proud to be here on behalf of the Regional District of Nanaimo Board of Directors and, of course, the Nanaimo Regional Hospital District Board of Directors, who I can see past the lights, where many of them are here today, because this is a very important announcement. As you know, this is our second major construction-related announcement at the Regional Hospital in a matter of weeks. And of course, this is a big thing. Like the new 9.4 renal center, this emergency department is going to make a big difference in the quality of life. Just like to say, you know, we're right in the middle of 160,000 people in the regional district in Nanaimo, and this is one of the fastest growing areas in Canada, nearly twice the national average, and nearly twice the provincial average too, our growth rate. This is where it's at. So this development would enable us to double our services and increase our the increasing demand for emergency services. And of course, the plans for this expansion for the care and the psychiatric care are also very important to us as a board of directors, because we see firsthand what is going on. We see the demand and the need. And also, hopefully, and I'm sure it will do, like the new renal center, the emergency, will attract doctors. They'll line up to want to come here, I'm sure. So this is an incredible facility, and it will meet the LEED standards. Features such as open-air courtyards and geothermal heating look great in concept, and I'm really pleased, as well as our board of directors, to see how it's going to turn out, because the Regional District of Nanaimo does have a green building policy, and we're trying to take the leading edge on a lot of green initiatives throughout the regional district. So once again, I'd like to thank our partners, the provincial government, and of course, the Nanaimo and District Hospital Foundation. Where would we be without that foundation? It is a really vital part of our whole community, and it never stops. They just, they say that they just don't stop giving, and they don't stop giving. So I'd like to thank them especially, and the Vancouver Island Health Authority, because I know this will be an outstanding health care facility for our region. So thank you very much, and thank you, Premier, for coming. Ron, thank you.
Congratulations to them. And there's many other volunteers who work. We have with us today members of the Branch 257 Legion Auxiliary, and we thank you again for your continued support and help. The Ladies Auxiliary who operate services in the hospital are here, so we want to thank them. And then in the back we have Tom Davies. Tom, raise your hand. Tom's representing a group, the Federation of Community Interests that are promoting, and we're looking forward to seeing the Oceanside Health Center, which will be a very great complement to this facility here as well, working together to expand healthcare facilities out to the regions. Now, it's my very great pleasure to introduce a man. He's been called the poster boy, and he really is. There's been quite a request for those. Who has really pushed me hard, and pushed others hard to upgrade the facilities here. And he's led upgrading and streamlining the facilities here to reduce waiting times so efficiently as we are in our government, trying to encourage efficiency and reward efficiency of the healthcare system through DIGME. So Drew, please come forward.
Premier Campbell, honored guests and gathered colleagues, it's quite a day. I tell you, there was nobody, well, there were a whole bunch of us very happy to see that hole up here this summer. I spent quite a bit of time at our medical advisory committee saying, yes, they're going to build it, yes, they're going to build it, and I would get somewhat skeptical looks until the hole started to get dug. So now we have the hard job of filling it in. I'd like to thank you for the opportunity today to say a few words, and it's quite an honor and a pleasure. We're gathered to celebrate the construction kickoff of a building that has already, and I believe will continue to create quite a deal of buzz in the healthcare sector. It is going to be unique, it is going to be different, and it's going to be special. And there's many unique design features, and the leadership of the province in its lead requirements, I think, is commendable. The aspect, actually, that excites me is not necessarily its heating systems, the incredible use of light that's going to be absolutely amazing. Its unique blend of confidentiality, yet allowing us to keep an eye on the patients and make sure they're okay, and all the other innovations, but it's that it's going to actually reflect the type of work that is being done inside the space. And I'd just like to take a few moments to reflect back only 72 hours, that in that little space over there, we had 190 people come through the door, which is about 30% more than what we normally see. At the same time, we had 20 of our 24 spots plugged up with patients waiting for a bed in the tower. And despite all of that, the staff on that day not only saw every single one of those patients, so we had nobody that left without being seen, when the national average is 5% even on a good day. But by midnight, when our night doc came in, the longest anybody was waiting at that time was half an hour. It was totally unbelievable. Just a great job all around for those who are working. So in addition to the design of the space, the other unique part about this is it really has been driven to a great deal by the users. And I take my hat off to the VHA executive and to all of those involved in letting that happen, to the architects way in the back there, guys, for sitting down for literally hours and hours and hours with 4 user groups that represented every single person we could think of that might be working in this building to get their input on what was going to make it work. There's no point building a space that doesn't work. I know we've all had examples of that in our lives where we've gone into summer and go, why did they put that there? Well, we're going to put everything in exactly the right spot, right down to the pencil holders. It has been thought out meticulously by the people that use it, and I think part of that is going to make it so successful and so unique when others come to see it. I'd just like to thank all of the fundraisers, all of the people of the foundation, the province, the regional district, everyone that's made this happen. It is just going to be something to behold when it's finished. And I would especially like to thank all of the staff, the ED docs, the consultant physicians that come in, our nursing colleagues, the licensed practical nurse, the care aides, the cleaners, the food services staff, the lab, the imaging team, RT, all of our volunteers. Oh, the volunteers, you guys are great. The IMIT folks, maintenance, every one of those people has to do their piece for me to be able to look after the people that come to see us, and it's just a privilege to work with all of them, and I just can't wait to get them in a space that's going to match the kind of dedication and passion that they show every day. So thank you very much.
So thank you very much all for coming. I appreciate your attendance today, and it's been a great event. And in passing, the other thing I'd like to point out, I see the names of local contractors on these machines, and I see Gordy Carlson in the back. So personally, as your MLA, I'm very grateful to see that the construction jobs, and there's many of them in this $37 million project, are coming to local builders. We need the employment here, and we're getting it here locally. So we're very happy about that too. So thanks very much for coming, and enjoy the day.